welcoming Billy Wright. Hey, Billy, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing today?
I am doing good. So your book is called Earthly Worlds. Tell us a little bit about you and what inspired you to write the book.
I'm a father of nine, and I have my youngest who's three, who's with me 24/7. I was a pro fighter for 30 years, and a business owner. I have a cattle ranch, so a cattle operation up in Arizona, and I just have these I have these crazy dreams. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, and and they. So my kids, my older kids, like, Dad, you got to start writing this stuff down. You got to start writing this stuff down, right? Waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning, going, "What on earth is a leprechaun fish?" Right? What's a leprechaun fish? So after googling it and it doesn't exist, I started. Well, okay, these are some pretty crazy dreams. So I started making notes and writing them down, and that was last year, probably the beginning of last year. Let's see, no, last year in 2019, and so then I started writing all this stuff down and it became Earthly Worlds. I mean, it's that simple. I'm not really I wouldn't consider myself a literary person or a book writer of any sort. Do I have books I've written? Yes. Are they what I consider myself a writer? No. So it's a little bit tricky, right? But it's awesome, man. It's awesome. I love the books. They're a lot of fun to write. They're magical. Stuart and the characters in the book are very tangible. They're very easy to get attached to and become a part of. And it takes you on quite a journey, with book one and then book two as well.
So, and this is book one, book two just came out as well. Tell us a little bit about the characters and what the concept of the story is.
All right. Well, it's a fantasy adventure. Stuart Stewart is the main character, one of the main characters. Liz, his wife, is another main character. Their kids, and all of the fantastical creatures and personages in both worlds, the magical worlds and the earthly worlds. And it's just a battle against good and evil as always, right? And you have the light magical kingdoms and the dark magical kingdoms, and Stewart's just a regular guy. He's a locksmith by trade. He's a blacksmith by hobby, and he's just a likable everyday guy. Liz's wife's a school teacher. They're high school sweethearts. Got married, have kids. They live a very average life, and just work hard every day. And they start having things happen in their life. That uh, are magical, right? So, and they've always sort of believed in it. Like I think we all hopefully do a little bit. Magic is real. And these worlds take you on journeys like, when you go into the Dark Magic Kingdom and you learn about the characters, Baron Tyrus, who's the lord of the Dark Magical Kingdom, and his blood throne, like he sits on this copper throne that it animates and comes to life when he sits on it. Just the description as you read, you'll visualize it. What I've heard from my readers and the people who've read the book and critics alike and everybody and other authors as well. So it's kind of a compliment. I mean, I'm like, wow, okay, cool. Um, uh, that they say the description like it's a very visual book. So as you read the book, you can easily see all the things that are happening. You visualize the texture of the floors. You visualize the smell of the air. You'll visualize, or all these things. You'll be able to, take you on that journey, and that's what they say makes these books so good. Between the cover, right? I mean, the pages, what's on the pages really matters, and the content is put together pretty good. I had some people help me edit it. Obviously, I'm not an editor. I don't have it for that, but Mark and Travis and everyone that has worked with me on this has done a great job with the editing and helping me put together the book in the correct format that it's supposed to be, so it's easy to follow. And it's fun. Like, it's a lot of fun, really. Honestly, you just got to pick it up and start reading.
So, of course, the biggest critics of all, what did the kids think about it?
That's a great thing. I have a Mark Shulman is a friend of mine. He's the drummer for Pink, right? And his daughter Cade is, I guess she's 12 or 13 now, and she read the book and loved it and can't wait for the sequel. Because it's for all ages. Like the book is for all ages. There's not really it's kind of a PG. There's no heavy language. There's nothing that's heavy. I mean, a little bit of battle scenes and stuff like that between the dark elves and the light elves and stuff like that, right? Of course, but it's generally a light, easy read book. And so Jerry Sher, who's a Academy Award-winning producer, fantastic woman, just a remarkable mother and grandmother. Her grandson Griffin got a hold of the book, and he's 12 as well, and read the book and sent me a text message. When's the sequel coming out? You know what I mean? So it was pretty exciting. And then, of course, all of my kids and some of my grandkids. I have 17 grandkids. So some of my grandkids read it as well, and everyone loves it, and even the adults who read the book, they're taken on a journey just like the kids are, and it's quite remarkable. I mean, it's a fun book. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I wrote it. Honest, it's a fun book.
Yeah, I haven't read all of it yet, but the initial parts of it that I did read, I've really been enjoying reading it. And it is a fun journey, and it does just kind of, suck you in right from the beginning and take you, say, hey, let's go for a ride.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what is your thinking now? I mean, I know you just originally felt like you needed to share these stories. What would you like to see happen with the book now?
Everyone, of course, like what a New York Times bestseller, right? I mean, who doesn't want to be a best-selling author? So, I just want people to really enjoy the journey. I mean, I'm going to finish the series. The Earthly Worlds is a series, even though they're novels. They're still series. It's still a series setup format, and because the story's too big to tell in one book, so it has to be broken up, of course. And so I want people just to love it. And if it goes to screenplay after, that would be awesome. I think it would make a terrific movie because the characters are so dynamic. And so I look forward to that. I look forward to, writing book 3. I'll probably start writing book 3 here towards October, November. It's a busy season for us in the cattle business right now. So I got to I've been a little more tired than normal, and taking time to tend to the cow. I got kids and cows up the wazoo, so I got to tend to the kids and tend to the cows, right?
Both are pretty much about the same amount of demanding.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
They want to eat every day.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well,
We Earthly Worlds has really taken on a life of its own, and I think that it's going to grow exponentially just because of that. If that makes sense, it really is. And like you said, you've started reading a bit. It really is spectacular. I don't know how to. I mean, the characters draw you, like they grab a hold of you, and you'll identify with somebody. Whether it's Stuart, the main character, the kids, the magical creatures, the magical people. No matter who it is, they're going to get a hold of you, and it draws you in, and you identify. You'll find yourself identifying with the characters in the book, and that makes it easy to believe. It makes it believable. So.
And I guess I have to ask, since you teased it earlier, are there leprechaun fish in the book?
There is a character, yes, Bob, and you will come to love Bob. Bob is an incredible character in the book, and you can't say his name. Like his magical name is too difficult for humans to say, so they just call him Bob. And so Bob is a very unique character, and a big part of it. He's one of the bigger characters in the story. Really, I'm sorry. I have. Can you see me? Hello?
I lost your image. I can still hear you, but I can't see.
Oh, there we go. I got these big fat fingers, right? These hands
Yeah,
are
no
not really
worries.
made for the delicate stuff.
Yeah, well, they're made for grabbing cows and telling them who's boss.
Right, right. Yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah.
go ahead.
The book is available today. Actually, it's even free available on Amazon. We would love for you to get it. I just put the link in there. It's also in the description. Um, and book 2 is out as well. So if you get just deeply into the story and you want to continue on, you can get, at least 2/3 of the way through the whole story that isn't quite done yet. Um,
Yeah.
Billy, give us some words of encouragement or some things to take away as we end up here.
I got to tell you, life is a journey for all of us, and we all have our own journeys to take. And I got to say, last year was a difficult year for everyone. It's still difficult. The world is in a different place now than it probably has ever been. We all have suffered loss. We all have suffered tremendous heartache and frustration. And I got to say that you just got to keep looking up and taking the positive steps forward, and know that we make it better. It's up to us to make it better. So Gandhi is brilliant, and I love the one thing that he said. One of his quotes is, "Be the change you want to see in the world." So just be that change. Be the best version of yourself, regardless of the heartache and regardless of the setbacks and everything, because it will only be as good as you make it. I mean, that's about as simple as I can say it.
Absolutely. The book is called Earthly Worlds. It's by Billy Wright. Billy, thank you so much for being with us here on the show today.
Thank you too very much. I appreciate it. My little 3-year-old just walked in. So, yeah, I'm grateful. I'm